The Springboks are up for Team of the Year. We spoke to Brian Habana as well as other former international rugby players to find out what is it about the Springboks that makes them so extra special.
What we saw from the Springboks last year was nothing short of incredible. It's sort of difficult to put superlatives together in terms to describe that. And I probably got a little bit more emotional than I should that week of the final. At a few Laureus events, talking about Sia, talking about the likes of Makazole Mapimpi. We used to walk 10 kilometers to and from school, but never stop dreaming. Sia, we watched the Rugby World Cup final in 2007 in a Shabin because his grandmother couldn't afford a TV in his house.
Well, the Springboks are part of the history of rugby and an important part on the history of South Africa as a country. I mean, when we talk about Nelson Mandela, we know how influential he was to keep the Springbok as the symbol of the national side, and to use rugby as a way of putting a country supporting one team, regardless the color. So rugby is very important for South Africa. To have the first black captain being champion of the world, I reckon it means a lot for South African people.
I think it was bigger than 95. I think having Sia there in terms of the way they played was amazing. 95 was special for the Mandela factor, but to have the Mandela factor there plus Sia Khaleesi leading that team is, and our theme for this year is sport unites us, and what better example of sport uniting a country. And that's what the Springboks have done.
Yeah, I think sport has that power to just give back, and especially in a country like South Africa where we have so many different crises at the moment. Sport, and probably rugby in particular, if one looks over the history over the last while, has that power to to generate some absolutely incredible sporting euphoria and bring people together, which we saw with the trophy parade, where I was lucky enough to take my 5-year-old and witness that. So it was really good. But it's exciting, and like I said, I'll definitely be holding thumbs because Sia is a global rock star at the moment, and long may that continue.
I would like them to get, and you know where my vote is now.
EWN will be on the red carpet on Monday night in Berlin to see if the Springboks can bring home Team of the Year at the Laureus Sport for Good Awards. Cindy Paluta, EWN, Berlin.
For more, go to ewn.co.za.